Let's talk about something that could be a real earthquake in global education. This is a story about a massive, multi-billion-dollar shift, a huge gamble that could seriously challenge a century of Western dominance and completely rewrite the playbook for international talent. For generations, if you were an ambitious young person in India, the path to success was this really familiar script. It was almost a rite of passage. But that script always led in one direction, outwards, away from home. And the personal stakes, they were just immense. We're talking about families sacrificing everything, often betting the literal farm on one shot at getting a Western education. It was a dream that came with a very steep price, both financially and emotionally. But okay, when you zoom out from all those personal stories, a much bigger national picture starts to come into focus. What's the hidden cost of this exodus of talent and, well, treasure? Let's get into the problem. The question itself is pretty simple, but the answer is just staggering. See, this isn't just about losing brilliant minds. It's a massive financial outflow, a huge leak in the national balance sheet that's just become too big to ignore anymore. Get ready for this number. $22 billion. That's the estimated amount Indian students spend on tuition abroad every single year. It's a colossal river of money flowing straight out of India and directly into the bank accounts of Western universities. This quote right here gets to the very heart of the government's motivation. It totally reframes the issue. This is no longer just about education. This is about economic strategy and national self-interest. It's a whole different ballgame now. So, faced with that reality, India decided it was time to change the rules of the game. Instead of just watching all that talent and treasure leave, they've come up with a bold new strategy to flip the script completely. And the core of their strategy is this concept called internationalization at home. The logic is really simple, but incredibly powerful. If students want a world-class education, well, why not bring that education to them? This Hogwarts metaphor really captures the sheer ambition here. The plan is to create an educational hub so prestigious, so good, that it can rival the best in the world. And they're doing it in a special economic zone called Gift City, which is basically designed with unique rules to be a magnet for these global academic powerhouses. The plan really breaks down into three pretty simple steps. First, you lure the biggest names in global education. Second, you offer them these irresistible perks. We're talking tax breaks, autonomy, the works. And the ultimate goal? Keep India's brains and their billions at home, in the family. Now, this isn't just a theory on a whiteboard. This strategy is already in motion, and the very first pioneer to test these waters is a university from all the way over in Australia. Deakin University is basically the canary in the coal mine for this whole experiment. They are the first to take the plunge, establishing a full-fledged campus right inside India. Honestly, the success or failure of this one single venture could determine the future of the entire project. So here's the proposition, and it's a compelling one for an Indian student. You get the exact same Australian degree from the exact same university for about half the price, all without leaving home. So which one would you choose? It's a powerful incentive that just fundamentally changes the entire calculation. So what does all this mean on a global scale? I mean, if this model actually works, it's not just a story about India, no way. It represents a fundamental challenge to the entire established order of international education. For decades, a degree from a Western university was seen as the golden ticket. But if countries like India can offer a very similar ticket for half the price, and you get to stay at home, well, that golden ticket suddenly starts to lose its shine. The monopoly starts to crumble. And so we're left with this final, really provocative question. Are we actually witnessing the start of a great rebalancing in global education? It feels like the old script is being torn up right in front of our eyes. And what comes next is still completely unwritten.